sorry. It's kind of weird walking into a big crowded room like this, alone. And it sort of feels like you guys all showed up together and you're all on a great big date. You know, and I'm stuck in the awkward position of playing 53rd wheel. You know, we're like one of those odd-numbered amusement park groups, and there's just enough bumper car seats for all of you, and now I have to get on by myself. I mean, that's no fun, just bumping into empty bumper cars. Well, you guys have all gone onto the big 52-seat roller coaster car. You know, by the time I catch up with you guys at the game booths, you've all won each other Van Halen mirrors by throwing softballs at milk bottles. Now you're all gonna hold hands and walk 10 paces in front of me, and then when we drive home, you're all gonna drop me off first. Yeah, there's gonna be me sitting at home in front of my stereo lawn, trying to find the saddest Air Supply album to listen to, while you're all off in one of your living rooms whose parents are away for the weekend, trying to get to third base, wearing turtlenecks for the next few days to hide your big red hickeys. You audiences are all alike. Sorry. Just working some things out. My name is Joey, and I'm 24 years old. I don't mind being called Joey. A lot of people who were named Joseph, as my parents named me, are uncomfortable being called Joey after a certain age. You know, they seem to feel threatened by it. It's like, it's Joe now. And it's like, if I call you Joey, I'm implying that you have a paper route. You know, that your mom makes your bed for you, you know. I mean, I get my allowance because I make my own bed. But, yeah, that's great. I must have been probably around 13 years old or so when I first started becoming interested in girls, and women, in the first 20 pages of the Sears catalog. I mean, puberty's great, you know, answering the phone saying, hello? No, this is her son. Mom, it's for you. You know, that stuff. But I mean, I was 13 years old and I couldn't wait to get older so I could do the grown-up things, you know, like rent dirty movies. I mean, I never did it. I mean, even in the video store, sometimes I'm tempted to now, but I always chicken out, because I notice every time I rent a movie, they log my name into their computer next to the title, and it's like, God forbid they're keeping some sort of a running list of everybody who's rented Wide World of Spurts. It's a real movie, too. But, you know, it's good to be a grown-up, and, you know, 24, a lot of people don't think that's grown-up enough. You know, a lot of people think that you haven't grown up, you haven't lived yet, you know, you haven't experienced anything. But I mean, you know, sure, I might have missed out on your peace protests and on your laugh-in, but, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that I haven't experienced anything. I mean, I, like so many of my generation, remember so clearly exactly where I was the day that JFK, opened at the Cineplex near my house. Which makes me think, it seems like a lot of politicians, like over the age of 50, who try to make themselves seem ideologically closer to the Kennedys, always refer to President John Kennedy as Jack. You know, it's like they're family friends. They used to shag frisbees for Teddy and Bobby on the beach in Hyannisport. You know, it's like you always see these old senators being interviewed on C-SPAN talking about the last time they talked with Jack. It's always, well, the president leaned over to me at that point. He says, say, I sure wouldn't mind diddling Marilyn over there on that grassy knoll. I don't know, people just like to associate themselves, I guess, with charismatic leaders, and I'm sure after Jesus died and went back to heaven, all the apostles were bragging about roaming around Galilee with Jack Christ. It's not bad. It's like I'm a grown-up now, I live on my own, and there's just a few strange grown-up customs I'm not sure about yet. I'll give you an example. I met a man today. You know, I have a job, and I meet people from time to time, and as we were introduced, very instinctively, we shook hands. You know, we just reached out and shook hands, and I'm thinking in the back of my mind, in the entire kingdom, we're the only animals who shake hands. I mean, okay, dogs don't count because they don't shake hands with each other, and besides, we're the ones who make them do it. Animals prefer a good smell to get to know each other. You know, so I suppose this presents a nice alternative to sniffing each other. You know, obviously we became such a busy species that the smell evolved into, hi, I'm sorry I don't have time to sniff you now, but let's rub our hands together and I'll check to see if it's really you later, okay? Yeah. So he's home later that night and his wife says, you know, say, honey, who'd you see today? Let's see. Bob, I saw Bob earlier today, and Dan, I saw Dan earlier, and yeah, some fella who seems to know you quite well. Joey, that's all my time. Thank you very much.